Hey guys, I am back doing another video. Today I figured I would do more of a talk, chit-chat, heart-to-heart as I would call it. Today's topic is going to be about being plus-sized, dealing with struggling with weight, and I wrote down different topics. I figured if you guys, if you guys are interested in this, please keep on watching. And before I get started, I'm going to talk about what's on my face, and then we'll get into the topic. As far as primer for my eyes, I'm wearing e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. On top of that is the Big and Smoky Eyes Shimmer Eyeshadow Stick by Santee. And as far as eyeshadow, I'm wearing two today. I'm wearing Passion Purple, that's a baked eyeshadow by e.l.f., which is this one right here. And this is the swatch right here of that. Again, over a primer would look a lot better. And the other shadow I'm wearing out of my outer crease is by Amor Cosmetics. It's in shells. And I will show you what that looks like. It's a very pretty chocolatey brown. It has a lot of shimmer in it. It's very, very gorgeous. Okay. As far as mascara and liquid liner, I'm wearing the Rimmel Scandalized Flex. And my liquid liner is by NYC, the High Definition in black. Also, for highlight, it's by Hard Candy. Again, this doesn't have a name. I don't know, when I was unpackaging it, when I first got it, I could have ripped it off, but it's this color. Not sure if this is a highlight or if this is a shadow, but currently I am using it as a highlight. As far as lipstick, I'm wearing Coquette, I think, or Coquette Orchid in 375. And this is the swatch right there of the color. It's very it's very shimmery, dusty rose kind of color. And as far as glitter, I'm wearing in the center of my eye is by Glitter Eyes, of course. It's this one right here. It's very it has a very a blue-purple iridescent to it, which I thought it would go perfect with today's look since I was wearing purple. So again, that is how my eyes look. Tried something a little different today. I like the way it came out. So now that we're done with that, I'm going to jump right into today's heart-to-heart conversation. This might be long. If it is, grab a drink, grab a snack, popcorn, chips, whatever you want to do. We're going to be chatting for a while. Okay. First one, the first topic I have is judging. People judging. This happens, honestly, to regardless anybody. If you're plus size, if you're skinny, anything, people will always judge. It happens to everybody. I know it's wrong, but it happens, and you just have to kind of ignore things. If people are going to be judging and be mean and toxic, then you just got to get rid of those people or ignore them the best you can. I know it's hard because trust me, it's happened to me multiple times, and I just try to get myself away from the situation as quick as possible, and I just try to ignore them and get away from those types of people. And if they're not going to judge you and be there for you and really have your back, then honestly, then they're really not meant to be, in your life, or if they're not really meant to be a friend or whoever it is that's doing it to you. Next thing I have is men in relationships. Everybody's situations and stories are different. Men sometimes will use your weight against you. It's wrong. I agree. I don't like it myself. I don't think it's nice that men would even use, your weight against you, but they will. They'll, say little comments and be like, you would be prettier if you were skinnier. Like, come on, really? Don't say that. Like, if the person has a weight problem, don't mention that to them. You don't know how they struggle. You don't know what they've been through. Don't mention their weight and make them feel bad. You know, why do you have to be, that's just being cruel. That's just being honestly that's just really plain out being mean to say something like that. If a guy's gonna talk to you like that, cases is that he really doesn't care about you and he's just doing it because he knows you're gonna crumble and he knows you're gonna feel like crap, so he's gonna do anything he can to get away with what he can. So if a guy says that to you, honestly, they're not really meant to be in your life. I hate to say it, you know, and you just have to kind of move on and find somebody that'll treat you better. As far as relationships, again, you know, sometimes, you know, you might be dealing with a guy that is, you know, it's not really like, has never really been with a girl that is plus size. If he has been, then I think you have it easier, but sometimes they're kind of like in the closet where they don't want people knowing that they're dating a girl that is a little bit bigger, or has more weight on her. Like, it's not the end of the world, but to some men, it is the end of the world. But in reality, it's not. It's really just weight. To me, is that it's not the most difficult thing in the world. Something you can look past. If you really do love and care for the person, you will look past it and you will go beyond that. If the guy can't accept you for your weight and everything, then obviously, again, they're either not grown, or they're not real men, or they really just don't know what they want. So if that's the case, show them the door. Clothing and fashion. A lot of these topics are difficult because it's not easy being, and that's not so hard, but there are a lot of difficult parts about being plus size because people will always judge you on the tiniest thing. So as far as clothing and fashion, I know clothing, stuff that I get things from, honestly, I've gotten a lot of things from Walmart. I've gotten stuff from Target. I've gotten stuff from Sanctuary.net that makes for plus size women. I will link them below if you're interested, if you want to check them out. They're a great site. One Stop Plus, Amazon, I know it does have good deals. And there's Rainbow Shop, and I know a lot of other girls like Torrid. I personally never gotten anything from there because to me, I look at their size chart and I'm like, I don't think I'm any of those sizes. I never really felt comfortable getting anything from that website. But a lot of girls do say that they love that store, like Dress Barn and everything. I have gotten stuff from Dress Barn once or twice, but I'm more of I like to go to like Walmart. That's just where I feel more comfortable. But let me know in the comments if you have any different types of places that you've shopped at, websites. Leave them below so we could all check out each other's sites and see what, see where we all shop. Okay, the next thing I would have to say, it's self-confidence and insecurities. This is, I know it's everybody, we all struggle with it differently. We all handle it differently. So, for me, if you have confidence issues, you do what makes you feel good. If you like to dress in a comfortable, if you like to dress in sweatpants or hoodies or, or anything, like if you don't like something on your body, do what you can to look past it. Okay, if you, okay, for example, you have a big stomach, or you have a big butt, or you have big thighs, and pants are an issue for you. My advice would be to get stuff with an elastic waist and get stuff that stretches. That way, it's not going to be too tight. It's going to be comfortable. It's going to fit you right, and you're going to be able to look as best as you can. And shirts, too. You can always get shirts that are more, stretchy and flowy, and that way, if it's not going to be too tight, at least you could get stuff that's going to be more like that. It just lands in the perfect spot and it makes you look fine. You know, there's a lot of places you can go shopping for things like that. And self-confidence, you know, and like I said, that's what self-confidence, insecurities, you know, I know it's hard for me to explain because we all, like, I don't know everybody's insecurities, but I'm just going based off of what I know. I know that, like, I'll be like, oh, I hate my lips, or, oh, my, you know, or like my arms, or this or that, or whatever it may be. So if you don't like something, hey, I can't really change. They would say, oh, then change it, but I can't change my lips overnight. Like, I can't sit there and go and get lip injections, you know, and get bigger lips overnight. I wish, but I can't do it. So I just have to kind of deal with it. I wear things that I like. I like to wear lip gloss, whatever. It's not the end of the world. I easily can get over it. It's just a small thing that I don't like. As far as other things, yes. You know, if you don't like something on your body, you can lose weight and everything. I agree with that. I know somebody's going to say that, but sometimes it's hard for certain people because some people are in situations that it's difficult to do that, and it's difficult. They're like, oh, eat healthy and do this, but you need other things in order to do that. I'm currently dealing with a situation where I don't have certain things to be doing all of that. Once I do, then I will definitely work on all those things that I have to work on, and I will definitely make progress. But right now, I can't. So it's personal and everything, but that's just from my perspective what's going on. As far as, let's see, sex, I will do sex and body acceptance. I'll combine those two up together. That is, you know, everybody has different experiences as far as, you know, sex, and with, you know, and like, oh, you know, this happened to me and that happened to her and this. As far as me, if you don't like if you're not ready to get to that step with somebody and you really just don't feel right about it, chances are you shouldn't do it. There's a reason why you're having a gut. They always say trust your gut instinct. If in your gut you're like, I don't want to do it, I don't feel comfortable, and you just don't want to do it, don't go over that and do it anyway. Trust your gut instinct. Don't do it. If the guy or whoever you're with, if you're a guy watching, if you're a girl, honestly, you just say, I'm sorry, I'm not ready. If you can't accept that, I'm sorry, but I don't want to rush myself into something that I'm not ready to do. And hopefully the person can understand, because I know I've been in that situation myself, so I would understand what the person's going through. And as far as, this is sex. I think I said I have sex and body acceptance. Oh no, emotions. Okay. As far as emotions, that all always connect together in a way, but then if people can't accept how you feel and they can't just understand you and everything, then honestly, then they're not going to be the right person for you in the end. If they're not going to say, okay, I understand what you're going through, and then if they're not just going to be there for you and support you and have your back and support how you feel, then they're not meant to really be in your life or around. And I know it sucks to hear that, because you could really love and care for the person. And, you know, you do, but if they're not going to understand you and they're going to force you into doing things, then they really shouldn't be, you know, involved, and you should just be like, honestly, I don't think this is going to work, you know, because every time I say something, you have a problem with it, we wind up fighting. What's the point? So, if anything, from my advice to you would be to just try to get rid of somebody who's not going to understand how you feel. Okay. I will say next thing will be social media and dating sites. Again, this all connects like social media and dating sites. You will get people that are going to accept you for who you are. They're going to, they're going to love you. They're going to see you're a good-hearted person, and they're going to, you know, just accept that and love you for that. Or you're going to have somebody who's going to look at you and critique every little thing. Oh, your face. Oh my God, you know, why is she posting that picture? You know, who wants to see that and everything? Or, oh my God, look at her body. You know, doesn't she know that she's big? Like, hello, duh, I do know that. You know, you don't have to tell me. Like, you know, to me, if you have nothing nice to say, honestly, don't say it at all. Really, why sit there, say something to hurt somebody's feelings? Is it really going to get you somewhere in the end? Is it really going to change and make a difference? No. So, if you're not going to say, hey, let's say you post a picture somewhere on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and somebody doesn't say, if they want to say something hurtful, where are they getting with that? Nowhere. As opposed to somebody commenting and saying, oh, I really love that picture, if you look so pretty there, or you look very handsome in that picture. That at least makes somebody smile and go, oh, that was so nice of the person to say that they thought I looked nice. If you say something nice, you get a better effect. If you say something nasty, you're not going to get much of a positive feedback from it, and it's not going to really go anywhere. It's just going to aggravate the person, make the person feel bad. Don't do that. It's not worth it. Okay. As far as the next thing I will talk about, I guess it'll be bullying. Which, bullying happens to everybody, honestly. It happens to little kids that are so innocent, and it happens to grown adults. Honestly, if you're a child or young and you're being bullied in school, seriously, you have to tell a parent, a teacher, a friend, someone who trusts. You tell them, you say, look, I'm being bullied. It's not easy. Like, I was bullied in school. I know what it was like. I told sometimes, like, I had to live with my grandmother for a little while. I would tell her I'm being bullied in school. And, I mean, she really didn't do really anything. She would maybe write a note to my teacher or say something, like, if, I don't know, like, she would just maybe, like, write a note to my teacher the most. Maybe she would call. Like, she wasn't, you know, everybody's parent or whoever you're living with takes care of things differently. And as far as, like, if you have somebody that you know is going to have your back, tell them. And if they can help you, get any help you can to stop the problem. If you're a teenager, everything like that, I know where you're coming from with that, because I've struggled as a teen too. Getting bullied and getting, you know, and getting just tortured, and people for no reason making fun of you just because if you walk across, if you're walking past them, and how they have to go, oh my God, watch out, look, oh my God, look who it is, and they have to make some, like, harsh comment to you, like, you know, really, like, you don't have to, really have to say that. Is it necessary? No, it's not. But do they care? No, they don't. They think it's funny because they're sitting with, like, 5 or 6 friends, and they think it's fun and games to make somebody cry and get upset, and then they don't realize if that person if you're not living in that person's shoes, don't make them feel worse. It doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't make them feel any better, and it doesn't make you look any better. So you're not getting anywhere with it. And as far as adults, I know you will think, oh, how do you get bullied as an adult? Well, you can. With adults now, some people will do it to you through Facebook. They'll do it to you through anywhere. If you're on Facebook, if you're on, you know, through texting, through phone calls. Sometimes the way people say certain things to you, it is bullying. And it is, in the end, you're like, who was that person to make that comment to me? Whether it's something personal, if it's something just stupid and uncalled for, like, who are they in the end? They really shouldn't be making comments and saying things, but they don't look at it that way. They don't really care. If they know it's gonna eat at you, and bothered you, they're going to do anything they can to keep it going. And what you have to do about that is take, if you have to, if you can. I mean, as far as like from experience, I've had issues with somebody texting me and my sister. We honestly went to the point where we had to call the cops. The cops did nothing. They didn't even file the report. And it was like the stupidest thing. I'm like, wow, we called you guys. You say, they said it was called like aggravated, I don't know, they had a name for it. It was whatever it was. They did say there was a charge for it. They didn't even do anything. They didn't even put it in the system. They didn't keep us posted. Why? This is the answer. Because it happens so much. And if the person is using a text-free app or something and you could get rid of the number, there's no way of tracing it. And it sucks because it's wrong. But, you know, it's really nothing you can do. You just kind of have to deal with it and be like, even though it could be bothering you because all you want to do is get justice and kind of tell them, like, now stop it. Like, really, like, what are you getting out of texting stuff to people? Like, people will do anything to get under your skin. Bullying could be anywhere from personal to just plain out mean. And yes, they will put your weight into it. This is where it does tie in because they will say, oh, look at you, you know, oh my God, you know, you have to lose weight, and what are you doing? And all you do is sit around. Like, number one, if you don't know, like, don't judge, okay? Nobody in this world is perfect. That's what people don't understand. Nobody is perfect. So if nobody claims you to be the most perfect person in the world, then, like, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and say, you have things you can do too. Am I bothering you with stuff? No. Don't do it to me. But, you know, honestly, there are people like that in the world. It's not, you know, bullying's gonna be a problem for years because it's only gonna get worse with the way social media is now and, like, stuff like that. It's only gonna escalate and everything. But, like I said, if you're dealing with anything, try to get help. Tell a parent, a family member, tell someone to try to help you to solve the problem. I know it's difficult. I know there's not always a way to find an answer, but if you can, do it because, you know, that's really the only way you could really get whatever it is to end. Because if you don't, sometimes bullying could go on for years, and it's one of those things that just could go on and on and on, and it can either get better or it can get worse, and it's just, it's such a crazy topic, but I don't want to make this video too long. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys, if you made it to the end, hit a thumbs up, and I appreciate that you watched till the end. I tried to cover a little bit of everything, just give my input on the topic. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments. I'll gladly answer them, and hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I'll be back again with another video soon, and that's pretty much it. I love you guys, and I will see you again soon. Bye!